Please welcome to the stage, Jenny Kindschy, everyone.
Hey guys, how's everybody doing? Pretty good. First things first, I am a feminist. Not by choice. When you're an overweight bisexual stoner with hairy armpits, it's a requirement, as it turns out. I didn't choose this life, it was gifted to me by this beautiful body. Despite that, I was still able to find a mate for life. Thank you. He's great. He's super supportive of me. He tells me that every time I let him out of his kennel for his weekly cleaning. It's the same day he gets to cup one of my breasts. I'm kidding, obviously. I don't let him touch me. But he's super real. He just goes to a different school, so that's why you don't know him. It's George Glass. He's not on Facebook, Mom. That's why you can't find him. I have 2 dogs that I don't make sleep in the kennel because I actually love them. I love dogs because dogs love you unconditionally. It's a really strong bond. But I am getting slightly concerned that one of my dogs loves me a little bit too much. Like he might be in love with me. For instance, whenever I'm getting out of the shower or getting undressed, he's always just watching, waiting. He looks at me the same way that Donald Trump looks at his daughter. Yeah, I know. He'll also just lick my neck, just my neck exclusively. And it's not like short little licks, it's long, lingering licks. Like the way that Donald Trump licks his daughter. The other day, he worked his way slowly from my neck all the way down to my nipple, just maintaining eye contact the whole time. And I can sense the judgment in this room, okay? My nipple wasn't out for anything weird, all right? I was just measuring my areolas for a pair of donut pasties I've been eyeing. Totally normal, totally normal. But it's a problem, so I'm trying to figure out how do I teach my dog that it's not okay to just go around grabbing people's pussies and licking their nipples all wild. So I went out and I bought some of that sour apple spray that's supposed to prevent dogs from chewing on shit. It did not work, but on the bright side, it did make my nipples taste exactly like Sour Patch Kids. So guess who's having the popular house on Halloween? Me. I've always been a pretty sexual person. My parents are in the room, so. I bought my first vibrator at age 13. I can smell the shit in my father's pants right now. I don't think you knew that. So I bought my first vibrator at age 13 from Spencer's Gifts in the Kitsap Mall. Those of you that are familiar know it's super classy. Anyone who's been in a Spencer's knows exactly the section that the vibrators are in. They're way in the back. It's surrounded by black lights, shitty pipes, and edible butt plugs. It's like a Tootsie Pop, but it only takes one lick to get to the chocolate center. Very good. So I picked out the cheapest one because up until this point I had been using the butt end of an electric toothbrush. So yeah, sorry, Dad. So really, anything was an improvement at this point. So I bring up the box, I put it on the counter with the two very highly qualified 22-year-olds that's reeked of Taco Bell and weed, and all they said to me were two words. They said, "No returns." Which, I don't know what about 13-year-old me looked like somebody that would return a used vibrator. It's probably my buck teeth, but in hindsight, that's not even the most concerning piece. The most concerning thing to me is that neither of them thought it prudent to ask for my ID. I mean, I was 13 years old. I looked like Shirley Temple's chunkier older cousin. Like, just picture this with frizzier hair and rosier cheeks. And the buck teeth, obviously. So, shouldn't have been able to buy that, but I did, and I was so stoked I got away with it. I was gonna be the best masturbator in 7th grade. It was gonna be great. And I was, for 3 glorious months, until one day after school, my mom sat me down. And one thing you should know about my mother is that she is the sweetest, most adorably naive woman. I had to explain to her what teabagging was after I kicked my dad's ass in Halo. And her only response was, "Jennifer, why did you have to ruin tea like that?" Because she's a proper lady, and proper ladies drink tea. So she sat me down after school and said, "Jennifer, I was putting your laundry away the other day, and I found something in your sock drawer. You don't have to be afraid to talk to me, you know. I'm the cool mom. But do you know what that is used for?" Just long, awkward silence. I could just feel my clitoris just shriveling up at the, I did not want Mom to find Big Blue. And she said, "Because I bought one the other day and I'm having trouble with the settings." Also, do you happen to have any extra D batteries? Really hard size to find. So that was the day that masturbation brought my mother and I closer together. That's my time, guys. Thank you so much.